Dr. Atsushi Kamal Okuda was a man of immense intellect. His credentials spoke volumes. He had published numerous papers, attended countless conferences, and was revered by his peers. His office was adorned with accolades and certificates, each a testament to his dedication and brilliance. He had achieved success in the academic world. Students admired him, colleagues respected him, and the academic community held him in high regard. His lectures were always packed, and his insights were sought after. Yet, he felt a void. Despite all his achievements, there was an emptiness that he couldn't shake off. It was as if something fundamental was missing from his life. An emptiness gnawed at him. Something was missing. He often found himself lost in thought, pondering the meaning of his existence and the true purpose of his life. Japan, his homeland, was a land of ancient traditions. The rich cultural heritage and the timeless wisdom of his ancestors were deeply ingrained in him. It was also a land of modernity and progress. The rapid advancements in technology and the bustling urban life were a stark contrast to the serene temples and tranquil gardens. Despite this, Dr. Okuda felt adrift. The fast-paced life and the constant pursuit of success left him feeling disconnected from his roots and his true self. He yearned for something more. He longed for a deeper connection, a sense of purpose that went beyond academic achievements and professional accolades. He needed to find a deeper meaning in life. The answers he sought were not in books or research papers, but within himself. Dr. Okuda's search was not for material wealth. He was already accomplished. His quest was spiritual. He sought inner peace and a sense of fulfillment that no amount of success could provide. He longed for a sense of belonging. He wanted to reconnect with his family, his community, and the simple joys of life that he had overlooked in his pursuit of academic excellence. He wanted to understand his place in the universe. The vastness of the cosmos and the mysteries of existence fascinated him, and he yearned to find his own place within it. This internal struggle troubled him. The more he pondered, the more restless he became. He knew that he couldn't continue living this way. He knew he had to embark on a journey that would take him away from the familiar and into the unknown. This would be a journey of self-discovery, a quest to find his true self and to understand the deeper meaning of his existence. It was a journey to find his spiritual home, a place where he could find peace, purpose, and a sense of belonging that he had longed for all his life. Dr. Okuda's journey began with books, but these were not the textbooks of his academic life. He delved into the sacred texts of various religions. He explored the teachings of Buddhism. He studied the philosophies of Confucianism. He even examined the tenets of Shintoism. Each offered glimpses of wisdom. Each provided moral guidance. However, none truly resonated with his soul. Dr. Okuda's search continued. He felt a growing despair. Was he destined to wander forever? Was there no answer to his existential questions? He refused to give up. He believed there was a truth out there waiting to be discovered. He just had to keep searching. One day, his path led him to a book he had never explored, the Quran. The Quran was different. It was unlike any other text he had encountered before. It was not just a book of stories or rituals. It was a guide, a beacon of wisdom that transcended time and space. It spoke in a language that resonated with his logical mind, a language that bridged the gap between faith and reason. It appealed to his yearning for justice and equality, echoing the universal principles he held dear. As he turned the pages, a particular verse struck him with the force of a revelation. It was as if the words were speaking directly to his soul. It was the 23rd verse of the Surah Al-Hijr. And we have certainly created man out of clay from an altered black mud. This simple yet profound statement about the creation of humanity from clay had a seismic impact on Dr. Okuda. It was a moment of epiphany. Here, in this ancient text was a concept that aligned with his understanding of the natural world. It was a bridge between science and spirituality. It echoed the scientific principles he had studied, principles that spoke of the origins of life and the evolution of humanity. Yet it was imbued with a spiritual depth that touched his very core. It was a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. The verse spoke of a shared origin, a common ancestor for all of humanity. It was a message of unity and equality. This resonated deeply with Dr. Okuda's innate sense of human equality. It was a revelation that would stay with him forever, shaping his understanding of the world and his place in it. The Quranic verse about creation from clay was not merely a poetic metaphor. It was a scientific reality that had been confirmed by modern research. Science had shown that the human body was composed of the same elements found in the earth. This convergence of scientific knowledge and spiritual revelation was deeply moving for Dr. Okuda. It shattered the artificial barriers he had erected between reason and faith. The verse also spoke to a deeper truth about human equality. If all humans originated from the same substance, then distinctions based on race, ethnicity, or social status were meaningless. This message of unity and brotherhood had a profound impact on Dr. Okuda. It provided him with a new lens through which to view the world. It sowed the seeds for his future endeavors. Section 5. Embracing the Islamic Faith. The discovery of this one verse was a turning point in Dr. Okuda's life. It was as if a light had been switched on, illuminating a path he had never seen before. It ignited within him a thirst for knowledge about Islam. This newfound curiosity drove him to explore the depths of Islamic teachings and principles. He delved deeper into the Quran, spending countless hours absorbing its wisdom and guidance. He studied the life and teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, with great dedication and reverence. He was captivated by the message of peace, justice, and compassion that resonated throughout the Islamic texts. He felt a connection he had never experienced before, a profound sense of belonging and purpose. Dr. Okuda's journey of learning was not merely intellectual, it was deeply personal and transformative. He immersed himself in the Muslim community in Japan, seeking to understand and experience the faith in its entirety. He attended prayers at the mosque regularly, finding solace in the communal acts of worship. He participated in Islamic study circles, engaging in deep discussions and learning from others. He embraced the rituals and practices of Islam, incorporating them into his daily life with sincerity and devotion. He found solace and belonging in the company of fellow Muslims, forming bonds that transcended cultural and linguistic barriers. His conversion to Islam was a natural progression of his spiritual journey, a culmination of his search for truth and meaning. It was a testament to the transformative power of a single verse, a verse that changed the course of his life forever. Section 6. Navigating Cultural Crossroads. Dr. Okuda's conversion to Islam did not come without its challenges. Japan, with its deeply ingrained cultural norms and homogeneous society, was not always receptive to different faiths. Dr. Okuda faced skepticism and misunderstanding from some quarters. His family, steeped in Japanese traditions, struggled to comprehend his newfound faith. However, Dr. Okuda remained steadfast in his beliefs. He approached these challenges with patience and understanding. He engaged in dialogues with his family. He explained the true teachings of Islam. He dispelled misconceptions and stereotypes. His sincerity and knowledge gradually chipped away at their reservations. Section 7. A Bridge of Understanding. Dr. Okuda's journey of faith was intertwined with his academic pursuits. He became a scholar of Islam, specializing in Islamic thought and philosophy. He published books and articles. He lectured extensively, both in Japan and internationally. He used his platform to educate others about Islam. He wanted to foster understanding and dispel prejudice. Dr. Okuda's work transcended academia. He became a bridge between Japan and the Islamic world. He facilitated cultural exchanges. He promoted interfaith dialogue. His efforts were driven by a deep commitment to promoting peace and harmony. He believed that understanding was the antidote to fear and prejudice. Section 8. The Power of One Verse. Dr. Okuda's story is a powerful testament to the transformative power of the Quran. A single verse about the creation of mankind from clay set him on a path of spiritual discovery. It led him to embrace Islam. It shaped his life's work. His story reminds us that the search for meaning and purpose is universal. It transcends cultural and geographical boundaries. Dr. Okuda's experience also highlights the importance of approaching faith with an open mind and a seeking heart. The Quran, like any sacred text, is not meant to be read literally or superficially. It invites contemplation. It encourages reflection. It urges us to look beyond the surface and delve into its deeper meanings. Section 9. A Legacy of Knowledge and Tolerance. Dr. Okuda's legacy extends beyond his scholarly contributions. He inspired countless individuals. He showed that faith and reason could coexist. He demonstrated that one could be both Japanese and Muslim, without contradiction. His life was a testament to the universality of truth. It was a testament to the power of one verse to change a life. Dr. Okuda's story continues to resonate today. It reminds us of the importance of interfaith dialogue, cultural exchange, and understanding. It inspires us to approach the world with an open mind and a compassionate heart. Section 10. The Enduring Message of Unity. The verse that transformed Dr. Okuda's life carries a message that is as relevant today as it was centuries ago. We are all created from the same substance. We are all part of the human family. Our differences are superficial. Our common humanity binds us together. As we navigate a world increasingly divided by conflict and mistrust, it is essential to remember this fundamental truth. We must strive to see beyond our differences and recognize our shared humanity. Only then can we build bridges of understanding and create a more just and peaceful world.